People over 20, I don't care about your stupid aliens. I just want to be able to buy a house. Hey senpai, do you want to go out with me too? Ah. Them before the exam. Me, anime. How to impress a girl. 9 tips. How to make a girl like you. Never listen to girls on how to get girls. If you're trying to catch fish, you don't ask another fish, you ask the fisherman. My career. ChatGPT. Copy paste. Google. Stack Overflow. When you purposely step on a leaf and it doesn't crunch. Character. Lies. Me. Delusional. Maybe they survived somehow. Shaking my head in the mall. Who would build a bear into this world right now? Woman. Babe, what's wrong? Her boyfriend. You just look different. Her who spent an entire week at her grandma's house. I have finally found it after 15 years. The scroll of truth. You will most likely fail the test if you don't study. Nia. Country music then. I beat the devil in a deal. Kicked my dad's in a bar fight and the lawman with his own gun. Country music now. My triggers are not loving and praising authority hard enough and rainbows. That moment when you realize that you cannot be a bee. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Have you ever pretended not to look at the biscuits or sweets being handed around the room and acted surprised when you got offered one? If Korean pop is K-pop, that means Chinese rap is change my mind. French art. You don't need over 20 years, 1000 episodes and 1000 chapters to tell a story. One Piece fans. Childhood builds character. AI system detects social norm violations. To adults, having headaches. The 9-year-old who threw up in the bed. Step 1. Make a joke. Step 2. Nobody laughs. Step 3. Say it louder. Why did you say it twice? Just me some days. I regret to inform you that my brain will think it's the year 2000 until the day I lie, when is 30 years ago, 1970. How long ago were the 90s? 10 years ago. Thank you for your understanding in this matter. I see you not a kid at my job in wearing one of these today. Elon wants to buy Twitter. Elon doesn't actually want to buy Twitter but is forced into it anyway. Elon lays off thousands, introduces subscriptions and paid API access, doesn't want to pay the bills while the user base is diminishing. Elon rebrands one of the most recognizable brands in the world into X. Delta Mail. Triangle Mail. I created the best Zoom video background today. It's a video of the room I'm in and every few minutes I open the door, see that I'm on a call and leave. It's so subtle that only a few people picked up on it during my last meeting. Who would win? My heterosexuality. You're beautiful. I have a gaming PC. What if I told you it's easier to have a girlfriend when you have just ask her out? I want a GF. Doesn't ask anyone out. Why am I always single? You can't just relaunch Twitter to take attention away from Threads. X. Me watching 6 1-hour TV episodes in a row. Me watching a 3-hour movie. When you finish your science test and now you can just relax until the end of class. Finally in a peace. Nobody. Me walking out of the pet store after giving the parrots the bird pass. Hello, we would like to get 15 tickets for Barbie. Oh yeah, and one for Oppenheimer too. Oppenheimer and Barbie. Mission Impossible 7. The Flash. Perfectly designed bed for singles. I just took a pill that helps accelerate my brain waves. You're smart now. No, I'm stupid faster. Smartint. Warner Bros. And Universal releasing Oppenheimer and Barbie on the same day since they wouldn't be competitors. Oppenheimer and Barbie becoming the biggest box office competitors of all time. Everything is probably going to be okay. Optimistic Prime. Me thinking that I have fixed my life just because I cleaned my room. When you go outside but you can't stand the poor air quality because of all that Canadian wildfire smoke. Manager, so yeah, we are going to be really short staffed when you're off next week. Me, best of luck. If you're waiting on the waiter, aren't you the waiter? Hey, do atheists go to hell? No. How about people who post sale listings for $1,234 or $1? Straight to hell. To the boiler room of hell. All the way down. Don't claim to be a Marvel fan if you don't know who this is. Teacher, the test isn't that hard. The test, name these 6 historical figures. So how did you get into classical music? Me. Everywhere I go, I see their faces. My favorite part in Pretty Woman is her joy when he agrees to pay $3,000 for 6 days, effectively lowering her rate from $100 per hour to $21 per hour. People, aliens, the economy, housing crisis, high gas prices, inflation, public, aliens are real. No one hates themselves for who they are. They learn to hate themselves because other people mock and insult them. You're elected president of the US in the 60s. You're responsible for the Vietnam War. No one wants to go lie in a war they don't agree with or start themselves. You make a bunch of plants and pills illegal because you're salty that young men won't go lie in a war for you. People who say you should choose your bathroom depending on your gender. People say you should choose your bathroom depending on your ex. My cheapskate CE school that's too stingy to build more than one bathroom for everyone. Being alone. Being lonely. This one's $1 million smile. This one's also $1 million smile. Now your smileys. $3. This can't be the same brain I was using to read 750-page novels in 3 days during middle school. The 2 sides of nihilism. Nothing matters anyway. Nothing matters anyway. You may be old, but are you this old? Watching my dad put batteries in my Game Boy after I put them in backwards 6 times. Me when I read the funniest YouTube comment I have ever seen, but it has edit 1k likes. Mom, I'm famous under it. Nobody. Absolutely no one. Me. Snackle box anyone. My mom who bought a $500 dress for my sister who's gonna wear it once. Me who wanted a $20 game I would play for months. Directors who cast Ryan Gosling in their movies watching the sudden hike in the popularity of their movies. Business is booming. The look of horror on every passenger's face when children and infants start boarding the plane. I have no interest in who built the drain system. I want to know who built the fence. I just dropped an atom bomb in Japan, but Truman, that's gonna chill thousands of innocent civilians. I already dropped a second one, you don't have to sell it to me. Which one are you choosing? Rewatch your favorite anime for the first time again. Your favorite anime that only got 1 season gets another one. Stop calling children old souls when you mean weird. Spent my whole life thinking I was mature for my age when I was actually a little creepy. My body is not a temple, it is a Federation starship with critical hull damage and shields at 0%. Nobody, boys. You can't be ill if you never go to the doctor. Me buying milk at the store. My dad who went to buy milk 7 years ago. Were you allowed to express emotions as a child, or do you get that pain in the back of your throat when you feel the need to cry? No one. Country boys after they absolutely obliterate their truck with mud. Now it's time to bring it around town. Me checking if the home is rocking with the anime OSTs I put on. Whoa, this bowling game is so much fun. I think I like gaming. 7 years later. Huh. Is this noob trolling or just brain-led? Either way, gonna call them in the chat. IR programmer. I make computer beep boop beep beep boop. Me trying to tell people that there is still no unequivocal proof that aliens exist. In the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the bad guy buys a local trolley company and nobody can understand why he did it. In the big expository scene, the bad guy says, I bought it so I can dismantle it because he plans to replace public transport with freeways. I think about that a lot with Musk and Twitter. Me trying to avoid eye contact with the crackhead at the gas station. Most brutal European police officer. Average American police officer. Plot armor MFers when the main character lies halfway through the series and the entire thing just ends. Americans explaining why they don't want free healthcare because they get to skip waiting times. Europeans with identical insurance at a fraction the cost because it has to compete with the free one. NASA gonna launch its own streaming service. It's going to be ad-free and no cost. My life might be bad but my music taste isn't. Please tell me your embarrassing ex stories so I feel better. I just thought about the time a few years ago when a guy went down on me and we made eye contact and I waved for some reason. Chill bro, it's just a prank. The prank. F zodiac signs. How do you drive your shopping cart? Casual driver. Initial D. Arranging displays and manipulating customers to purchase more. My workplace. Creating a simple schedule and allocating staff. My workplace. John Denver. Almost heaven. Me. Wow, the place he's singing about must be amazing. John Denver, West Virginia. Me. Okay. You'll ever be chilling then think, damn, this is real life. I hope the temperature doesn't get too high today. The temperature. Metric system. Imperial system. Ideas after an hour of thinking. Empty. Ideas when you are bored. They don't stop coming. What actually happened to the OceanGate Titanic submarine? Me on someone else's birthday. Me on my birthday. Me taking a multivitamin in the morning after drinking 37 beers. Aliens don't exist. F you. The government is lying to us. Aliens do exist. F you. The government is lying to us. Why do giraffes feel more fake than most fantasy creature designs? Huh. Sorry, that was a strange thing to ask. Anime watcher exists. Manga reader. Do you want to know who lies in the end? Short guys. Tall women want their BF to be tall. Short women also want their BF to tall. Tall guys. That doesn't seem fair. When you fail to press the X when you get an ad on an old phone, this little maneuver is gonna cost us 51 years. Me trying to sleep. Anxious thoughts. The same anxious thoughts. I'm having conflict with my partner. What am I supposed to do? Communicate with my words. Me trying to figure out what's happening in global politics through memes because I refuse to watch the news. If having an old soul was a person. Robert Oppenheimer explaining the equation to creating anime. Good comebacks. After an argument. During argument. When you snug some fast food on the way home and the family has a nice dinner waiting for you. Realizing I haven't seen any American news since the late night shows went on strike. Cold shower in equator line. Cold shower in polar region. I was just at Walgreens and the cashier asked how are you and I said good as I placed my hands up there and he said guess it could be better and I said at least I'm not pregnant and the pregnant lady in line behind me goes ain't that the truth. Don't give in to temptation. You have turned your weird into a paid job. Is that actually normal? Kinda funny, kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm lying are the best I have ever had. I'm too smart to be blissfully unaware of the world's problems and too dumb to do anything about them, but I'm just the right level of intelligence to sit around feeling bad about everything going on all the time. Spotify increasing their price rates like Spotify, Barbie vs Oppenheimer. Wow, look at that. therapist, you shouldn't get annoyed by an image. The image, may the force be ever in your fave Mr. Potter, Gandalf, The Chronicles of Narnia. Elon Musk rebrands Twitter to X. Mark Zuckerberg rebrands Threads to Twitter. Being ugly is so heartbreaking, you'll be having a good time then catch a glimpse of your reflection and it chills your whole mood. People complaining that the roads aren't being fixed. Those same people when the roads are being repaired inconveniencing them. When someone tells you they're not a pedophile but a minor attracted person. Enjoy my meal, eat like I'm gonna lose the ability to swallow in 2 seconds. Me. Us Earthlings just chilling, some random aliens deciding we were in the way of their new space highway. Chocolate, milk, me. Milk and watermelon Red Bull. Pre-order a game. Buy the game when it releases. Wait almost a decade so you can get it for free. Millennials hold 4.8% of all wealth. There are now 40-year-old millennials. At the same age Gen X had 9% of wealth. Boomers had 21%. The largest generation in history did what the system told them to do and became the most educated in history. Now they are the poorest in history. You can't hear pictures. Me. Student. Wait, so what was the first Reich? Teacher. Holy music stops. Doctor, are you having thoughts of died? Me. Just the normal amount. Doctor, the normal amount is 0. Some bishop in the 17th century going to hell after burning several women at the stake in God's name because they knew that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. What did I do to deserve this? I mean, what specifically? My boss. I trust you completely. Also my boss. If I was a real estate agent, I would just say in this space would make a fantastic dojo in every room of the house. Younger brother, older brother, mom who they just woke up. Leaked deleted scene from Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer, did you finally end World War II? USA, yes. How? We irradiated 2 cities. So just 1 ticket for the Barbie movie, correct madam? Asian parents when they find out you got 99.9% on the test and not 100%. You should have lied at birth. Today I had 800 milligrams of caffeine, exercised for 2 hours, ate literally 80 pizza rolls and did a face mask. The line between self-care and self-destruction is a fine one, but god do I walk it hard, brother. American stores in the past. Video games. Nintendo classifying their NES and Mario Bros as toys. I just finished reading a book. I just finished writing a book. Being in love is cool as hell, like having feelings and it's tight. Never mind. Girls when their BF falls off the bed. I sleep. Girls when their plushie falls off bed. Real she. Nobody. Radical feminists searching for problems. 1 season 24 episodes. 2 seasons 12 episodes each. When the protagonist finally says the name of the movie. When short people see someone shorter than them. What's your take on being gay? It's kinda gay, not gonna lie. MFs when they are told to learn the skill they keep complaining they are not good at. This house has been haunted for 700 years. Any person who has walked in mysteriously disappeared. White people. $44 billion spent. Fire 80% of staff. Lose 50% of revenue. That's it. Forgot to blow up brand and replace with my lucky letter. Elon Musk. Sean Sites. Malcolm X. My mother just looked up from her New York Times crossword and asked me what the tip of a shoelace was called, and I felt a sense of cosmic satisfaction I doubt most people will feel across their entire lives. Hot take. Put pictures of missing people on packs of pets. Cause are the only people standing outside in all kinds of weather. When you rewatch a show and it turns out to be better than you remember. Give me the best liar in anime. I said the best liar. Perfection. Restaurant drinks logic. Waiting for food while eating food. Nobody is born an asshole, except of course, people who write joke comments under serious questions. Evolution. Can you give me high menthol content to deter predators? To deter predators. Yes, to deter predators. That is precisely what I said. Wait, what the F? Mouth cool. What the F? Girls. Is my handwriting good? Yeah, but you can still make it better. Boys, what did you write here? I don't know. Got laid once. Twins. The future is reduced for quick sale $2. Me, I'm not gonna think about it anymore. Also me the rest of the day. I like eating nerds because I'm secretly hungry for aquarium gravel and this takes the edge off. Protestants talking to Catholics be like, you have all these rules and you think they'll save you. It's kind of awkward to see my own face in a picture. Never miss a nail again. People, chill them with kindness. The Remington 870 named kindness. What the? You have 3 reminders. Oh, that's right, I was supposed to do something today, wasn't I? Wait, I didn't add any details. I can't remember why I set the reminders in the first place. Me staring at the same error for the millionth time after several failed attempts at fixing it. Literally every time travel movie protagonist. So the new prison opened up down the road. Giving characters a happy normal childhood. Writers. Giving characters as much as they can handle. Friend. Putting Keanu Reeves in a movie doesn't immediately make it great. Me. Pretty sure it does. Gaming with the boys. Mom needs help. Get an answer for an equation. Get the correct answer for an equation. Convince a teacher that the answer you have got is the correct answer. Surfing some major waves of depression. When you have a beat stuck in your head but can't spell it for a Google search. Jack Black. Ryan Gosling. Making absolute banger music videos in the most absolute banger movies. What teachers see. How we feel. When you thought you did good on the test but the grade isn't even over a 50. The typical romance anime be like, geez, he's so dense and she just can't be honest with herself. 5-year-old Michael Jackson when he time travels to 1999 and meets himself. Just because I'm a girl playing PC games does not mean I want to impress my crush. Okay, I want to impress my crush, but that's not the only reason I play PC games. I have the memory mattress and the gravity blanket. Once I acquire the time pillow and duvet of truth, I can do the summoning. Rescue and marry a hot princess. Befriend a magical donkey and a dragon. Let people in my swamp. Let people in my swamp. I love this image. I'll download it. .webp. Me worrying about work and kids. UFOs exist. Me. F. Just saw on Facebook that a girl I went to high school with married some guy despite writing love you forever in my yearbook and not talking to me for the last 15 years. Real nice, Brenda. Got to have high hopes in the kitchen. Do not understand why she won't give me the chicken. Yeah, X is cool, but have you ever dried off with a clean and dry towel? All of Canada's hate is stored in its geese. Artist with all the time and resources they need. Graffiti artists in a few minutes while a cop tries to loot them. The Emmys are set to be postponed. Oh no. Anyway. I don't know who needs to hear this, but living your life to the fullest does not have to involve hiking. Guy who disagrees with me. Your opinion is so trash ratio and nobody asked. Random person in the comments. I asked. I can't believe the heat from the sun traveled 149.6 million kilometers just to melt my effing chocolate bar. Wow man, last year I was sleeping on my sister's floor, had no money, struggling to get plays on my music, suffering from daily headaches. Now I'm When you're mad but you don't know why you're mad and you're being rude and wanna stop being rude but can't because you're mad. We'll make you pay for the whole thing. We'll cover you for everything. We'll pay 25% of the total. We'll split the bill 50-50. Being called a B by an American. Being called a W by an Australian. Being called a D by a Brit. Being called a C by a Scotsman. I asked my next door neighbor to take my bin out as I wouldn't be home. He definitely went above and beyond. What management thinks attending a meeting that could have been an email will be like versus what it actually is. Rare used to work with Nintendo. Sure grandma, let's get you to bed. Non-human activities do not mean aliens. Even storm or rain are non-human activities. If those kids could read they would be very upset. Stop casting famous people for romance movies. Stop casting famous people in movies. Stop casting for movies, let it be randomly selected like jury service. Sorry, can't legally come to work today, I'm the new Batman. Gen Z, the offended. The offender. 17-year-old discovers planet 6.9 times larger than Earth on third day of internship with NASA. The 17-year-old. Every scientist at NASA. I seriously need a job where I don't have to interact with people. I just asked a table if they were celebrating anything, and when they said their dad's birthday I brought them a birthday table decoration, and then they decide to tell me he's not coming because he's led. Elon Musk arriving at the new X headquarters before he rebrands himself as Awesome X. Me casually mentioning that I sometimes have to aim a few degrees to the right when I have to my GF. A spelling bee, but the kids get dropped through the floor when they spell a word wrong. Anyone else desensitized to your own trauma? Like you deal with it for so long it's normalized in your brain so it slips out in conversation and everyone's like OMG. And you're just like, wow, I forgot my life has been one unspeakable tragedy after another. When you see the pothole but it's too late. Vegans when they see a starving African family finally about to eat after Lucky Hunt. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Daniel. The cooler Daniel. You can't just change the rules in the middle of the game. The kid who owns the game. Not to worry, I have a permit. I can do whatever I want. Boys before ambition. I wanna push you around, well I will. Boys after ambition. Now I become Seth, the destroyer of worlds. When your joke is so good that there is a special meeting with HR and the managing director just to talk about it. Europeans being bilingual, Asians knowing 3 or all languages, Americans unable to master the English language. I only talk to like 3 people every day and one of them is me. My brain, eat, me, okay what should we make? My brain, no make, only eat. Did anything happen in China in 1989? Let's talk about that. Boomers when they see anything new, I won't accept a change like this. When the UFO whistleblower starts talking about Vatican conspiracies, alright I'm gonna head out. Aliens, take us to your leader, us humans, which one? Having good grades from history exams. Going into Oppenheimer spoiler free. RIP Twitter, 2006 to 2023. When you Google the lyrics of a song and realize you have been singing nonsense for 6 months. XXX, can we have golden retriever? Why? No, we have it at home. Golden retriever at home. Do nothing and let life fall apart. Life from exhaustion. People who still buy Ferrero Rocher. Kennedy 2024. Hey wait, stop, I have garbage. Me, turns on console, controller, fully charged, me, in a hardcore match 5 minutes later, controller, guess I'll lie. Coming of age stories depict the end of childhood with a strong focus on a central character arc, coming of age in real life. Person, I'm sad. Doctor, here are pills that make it impossible to mint or lose weight. Person, perfect. Thinking about a random word so much you start wondering who came up with it and question its entire existence. Every other episode of a show. The season finale. I'm a climate scientist. Okay, name one summer hotter than this one. All future summers. That's on me. I set the bar too low. Me to the kid beside me when he's too quiet most of the time. Respect. Hiring a stunt double to prevent permanent injury or death of a beloved actor. Motorcycle go burr.